Okay, now in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to run through some of the basic business models that you can implement right away on Facebook. And you can do these things. None of them really take necessarily a lot of skill. They might take having some followers, and they might take building up a fan page or building up a fan base or at least a following. But regardless of that, even if you have one or two friends, one or two followers, you can still do what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, what you're looking at right in front of you, right here on the screen, is you're looking at a post that this person did to their fan page. Now, on this fan page, this is one that was made available to me based on my interest. So I joined this fan page because Facebook showed it to me, and Facebook showed it to me not because he advertised it. Facebook actually advertised it and gave it to me as a result of my interest. Now, here's what happens. He is actually sharing a link now inside of this fan page to a webinar where obviously he's going to be selling something. That is a way that you can do that. Now, having a page where you have lots of followers, where you have a specific topic, is a way that you can get people to come to your events and see what it is you offer. Every time he actually puts something on this fan page, a number of his fans are going to see his post. Now, not everybody's going to see it, but a number of people will see it. Facebook does have an algorithm, and that is one way for you to earn money right away, is to have a fan page and to post to that fan page and to post links. Some of your followers are going to get the actual link to buy. Now, to do that, you're just going to go straight to your status, and you're going to post right in here. You can post a link, you can post an event, you can post anything that you want where people are either going to buy at an event, or you can post the link straight to the event. Some of your followers and some of your fans are actually going to get that link in their newsfeed. That's one way for you to earn money. Of course, you need to have trust with the people that are going to be on your page. Now, that's not the only way that you can make money. It's probably the simplest one that you can do. Now, one way that you can use paid advertising to your benefit is to have a sponsored post, and that's what you're looking at right here by the company Viewbix. It gives me the opportunity to like the page where I'm going to become a fan, and what this company is really paying for is for me to become a fan. It's a two-step process. So in other words, you're going to have the page sponsored, you're going to pay for that, and you're going to pay for people to see this based on their interest, and then they're going to like your page. Once they like your page, they're going to see the kind of post that we just talked about in the previous segment, where you're going to post something, they're going to see it in their news feed. So remember, so we've got two steps. The first is to fill out a sponsored. You see that right there, the sponsored post. And then once you have a number of fans and followers to like your page, they're going to start getting your posts. Let's take a look at how we would start that sponsored link. Now, when you come inside to advertise on Facebook, you've got a number of different opportunities for you to advertise. Now, the one that we just talked about, obviously, was for you to get page likes. Now, of course, you can get page post engagement, and you can also try to get clicks to your website. But the one we just talked about is getting page likes, and you're going to actually pay for every time somebody clicks that link to your page. And you're going to do that by designating who you want to see that advertisement based on their interest. So this is another way. It is, again, this is the first part of a two-step process for you to be able to get your page in front of people, get them to like it, and in effect what you're doing is you're building a group of fans and followers. Okay, now what you're looking at right now is you're looking at a page that has a number of listings. All I did was go up here to the search bar and I typed in the search phrase yard sale, and I also put page there. And I put a city name in front of it. Now, depending on where you are in the world, you can find different cities that have what are called yard sales. These are online yard sales, and literally, this is an opportunity for you to sell anything that you want. Now, depending on what the group's rules are, some groups will only allow you to sell certain things. Some groups will allow you to sell digital products. Some will allow you to sell services. So you need to find the rules to the yard sale, and you can post to these pages based on the rules. And typically, you're going to want to post in your local area. Now, obviously, you don't have to sell local. You can post this in any one, but pretty much if you're going to get accepted into one of these closed groups, they're probably only going to be accepting people in their local area. I'm going to take you inside of one of the groups right now. Okay, so you're noticing that I'm inside of this group. You probably noticed that you see here's a set of drums, all kinds of things that people are able to sell. And the people that actually buy and sell on these pages like them because people are not anonymous. So this is some place where, once again, if you have something that's of value, maybe you've got some electronics and you need quick cash, you can easily come to one of these pages and you can actually sell something that you know somebody's going to really have interest in. You're not going to be waiting on trying to build a list. This is really going to be just straight sales and getting cash. But this opportunity is going to be available to you in your local area. Now, depending on where you are in the world, you might not be able to do this if there are no yard sales or things like that. But you might need to find the phrase that's used in your country. You might need to find the phrase that's used in your local area or part of your country. But if you can find a page where people are doing business, buying and selling, that is where you will want to come to do this kind of cash business. Okay, now yet another way is to start your own interest group. Now you'll notice that I'm inside of this interest group and there are a number of things that are going on here. Now, the person that you're looking at right now is the person who actually started and owns the group, and so he then is allowed to post different links. He's allowed to set the rules, and he's attracted people based on an interest. So he is selling in a niche that he knows people are interested in and he specializes in. This is something that you can do. If you have a niche you specialize in, you want to attract people, and you want to attract people to the group based on what you're doing. Now, there are a number of things, obviously, that you're going to need to do inside of the group. You're going to need to post content. You're going to need to keep discussions going. But this is a way for you to be able to earn money if you have a specific area of expertise, if you have a specific passion that you want to do. Now, another thing that I do want to show you while you're here is you'll notice that there are a number of suggested groups. So when you have a suggested group, it has a specific definition. You are going to have your group seen. This is a way for you to get your group advertised. So one of the things that you'll want to do, whatever group, if you decide to start a group, is to make sure you have described your group adequately. You want to make sure that your group is described specifically, because you're going to get your group suggested to people based on your description and the people that have joined. Okay, so you, once again, in this strategy, or this part of this strategy, you're going to have your own group. You're going to be posting your links, but you're going to be attracting people based on your link. And of course, the other part to this is making sure that your group is described adequately so that it will actually get suggested to other groups where people will then want to join, and then you will then be able to post links to them also. Last but not least, of course, you are going to want to make sure that you are joining some of the JV or joint venture groups so you can find out different offers that are going to be available to you in order to market to either your group or people in your news feed. Once again, you'll notice that inside of this group, there are two things that are happening. There's one where you're finding out the things that you can do inside of the group. You're going to get access to all these posts. But also, when your group is described adequately and you do have people that are joining, you are going to have that group advertise to other groups. And that advertisement is not going to cost you anything. So your group is going to get promoted. People are going to see it. Based on their interest, they're going to join. Now, one other thing that you're going to want to realize is that most people will join based on the other people that they know are their friends, right? So when people join this group, they're going to be shown to other people as being part of the group, and that will influence some of their followers in order to join the group also. So this is a viable strategy to have your own group and to have that group advertised by Facebook. Once again, that doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost you anything like a sponsored page or post, but it works just as powerfully. Now there is one more thing that you'll want to take note of here. Now you can actually add specialized pages onto a particular fan page. The easiest way to do that, there's a free service by a company called 22 Social, and you can just go to 22 Social inside of your Facebook feed, and what you're going to do is you're going to set up your page. You can set up this page to be an opt-in page. You can set it up to be a video. You can set it up to be an automated webinar. You can set up this page on your fan page for whatever it is that you want to do, and you're basically going to be having your own website on Facebook. So if you want to run a hangout from Facebook, you can do it. You can do this easily. And once again, the company that you're going to want to look for is called 22 Social, and you can get at least one free page. And you can see I've got mine there, 22 Social Facebook page. Once you get to 22 Social, they're going to have you go through a process. You're going to set up a page on your fan page, and you can use that page in order to market whatever you want to. And so it's just like having your own web page on Facebook. Now that's another way. Now obviously you're going to go through all the basic traffic strategies. You're going to go through all of the basic copywriting in order to get people from Facebook over to your page. But the benefit and what we want to show you here is that you can set up any web page as a tab with anything that you want in there in order to attract customers into your marketing funnel. Okay, so really, those are some of the strategies that you have available. Obviously, you can buy paid advertising, and that would be all the advertising here on the sidebar. You can do any or all of those things, and it's beyond the scope of this particular video in order to talk about paid advertising. There are courses that has volumes of information on how you do that paid advertising, but you can start by doing some sidebar ads along with some of the other strategies in some of the other courses. But this course in particular, we're just really giving you an overview of things that you can do right now in order to generate cash based on whether or not you've got resources, big or small, in order to get started right now, right away, things that you can do. Okay, so with that, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.
When you click on create ad, this is the page that you were brought to, and you have a few options here to choose from. Now what I recommend you do is to choose this one right here, increase conversions on your website, because Facebook will use their million or billion dollar technology and try their best to increase the conversions on your website. So what I recommend is you do this one right here, and then you would just choose a URL to promote. And for here you could choose a conversion pixel. It's very easy to create, but for this one, let's just go ahead and do this just for this example. Okay, so this is an example, so it's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to quickly go through it so you can see how easy it is to set up an ad here on Facebook. Okay, so who do you want your ads to reach? The age. So if you remember from the audience insights, the age range of the group was between 25, I believe, and 54. Okay, so that's why looking at that data is helpful. You know a little bit more about your audience here, and it's going to be both men and women, because if you remember, it was 50% men and 50% women that were interested in starting a business online. Okay, a language, I'm going to choose English. And for this example, I'm just going to choose entrepreneurship, interests. Okay, and for the budget, you can start for as low as $5 per day. Let's just do that. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and upload the banner ad that we created. Okay, so what we have here, we have two images. The first one that I uploaded was actually by error, so this is the right one right here. And so let's go down. This is what it would look like. This is what the first image is, but for this example, let's just use this one right here. And another thing you'd want to do is you want to remove this one right here, mobile and newsfeed. When you're starting out, you don't want to use that, and same with the desktop right column. Okay. Maybe later on, when you get more experience or you want to scale, you may want to use those, but for now, I recommend that you do not use those. Okay. Now next, let's add in the text around the ad here. Headline, start a business. Call to action button, it could just be download. Okay. So as you can see, the text that I put in here comes right before the ad, and right here, start a business. That is the headline. Okay, and once you're done, you just click here, place order. Before you start advertising on Facebook, you want to know who you are advertising to. So for that, what you could do is use one of Facebook's amazing tools. What I'm looking at right now, I'm at my ad manager page on Facebook, and you just go to tools and go to audience insights. So you could get lots of information about your audience on this page here. And what you would want to do is go to interests and type in your keywords or a public figure in the niche that you are marketing to. So for this example, let's say I am marketing to people who want to make money online, or to people who want to start a business online. So let's just choose just a general keyword here. I'm just going to go to business and industry, and I'm just going to go to this right here, just choose entrepreneurship. Okay, and so just looking at the data here, for the gender, you can see that it is evenly split. It's 50% women, 50% men that you are targeting to. And you can see their age range here. The majority of the men that you are marketing to here on Facebook are going to be in the age range of 25 to 34, whereas for women, it's going to be in this age range right here, 35 to 44. But you can safely say that the age range that you're marketing to is between 25 and 54 years old. Okay, and you could also look at their lifestyle. If you put the mouse over the eye here, you can get more information. For example, here it says solo and stable are singles and homeowners who work in mainly white-collar professional, administrative, and managerial jobs. Their education and income place them above average in the middle class. So you get an idea here that your market, the people you're marketing to, have white-collar jobs, are homeowners, and are singles. Here, Metro Mix. It says here the middle incomes, urban tenants. Okay, so you could just keep going down relationship status, education level. You see that 61% have some college education, and the job titles. You can see a lot of them are in management, production. Okay, and you could also click on these other tabs here. Right now I'm just looking at demographics, but you can also go to the page likes and see what they have liked on Facebook. You can see the top categories here. You can see page likes. Okay, the most relevant pages that they have liked. You can see the most relevant one here is Brendan Bouchard. So you could target people who like Brendan Bouchard. Okay, now let's go to activity. You can see what activities they've done on Facebook. You can see that ads clicked. It says right here, ads clicked 43. Let's just bring up that. It says selected audience 43 people on Facebook. So compared to other people on Facebook, you can see in the gray shade here, and then you look at your audience, the people who are interested in business. You see that here in the blue color here, there's a great proportion of them compared to the people, other people on Facebook that click on ads. So you know that these people do like to click on Facebook ads. And you can see that here again, they like posts. They also, a lot more of them add comments compared to people outside of your target market. Okay, and you can see here device users. You see 25% use Android, 55% mobile only, desktop. So you see that a lot of them, actually like to use mobile devices. You can see fewer of them actually use an actual computer than the majority of people on Facebook. Okay, you can also go to household to get an idea of what their income is. You see the majority of them earn between 50 to 75,000. And again, here you can see the majority of them are homeowners. And as for the household size, the number of adults and children who live in a single U.S. home, you can see that the majority of them are singles. There's just one person that lives in the home. And you can also see their spending methods. And you can also go here and see their purchases. Alright, so let's go ahead and create our Facebook ad. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create one using a free tool. Okay, now let's go ahead and look for an image that we can use for this example. And just to stay consistent, let's use one for the business niche or people that want to start an online business. So I'm just going to type in business. Okay, let's just use this one for this example here. Okay, and now what you want to do is use the free tool, and that free tool is canva.com, and you could get a free account or a paid account with them. And I currently have a free account. I don't use their paid account, so I'm going to go ahead and create an ad here. And I'm just going to upload the image that I just downloaded. Okay, and make sure that it covers the entire white canvas here. So let's go ahead and okay, and when you're done, you just go to download, image for web, and there you go.